Hola mi gente, hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I am Alphonsina. My website is pompomsballoonflowers.com as well as shopalphonsina.com and ladosimple.com. So shopalphonsina.com is my fashion website and ladosimple.com is mainly for gifting goods, decor, and everything in between. So go ahead and check them out, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us directly. In this video, we are going to cover the highlights of November, the month of November. I haven't done one of these in a while because the year is almost over, but it has been cray as usual, and I am just now sitting down to do one of these. Yes, I can't get enough of my cute hair. November came and went. It's crazy how time is just flying by, and but it has been amazing. November has been so cool. Too many changes in this month, at least here in Arizona, especially because of the weather. So that is really nice. Like everything just feels so cozy, and most of us, at least I welcome the cooler days at the beginning. I'm a summer baby, I'm a spring baby, I'm a fall baby. I'm not really a winter baby, but I enjoy it when we first receive those cooler days. pompomsballoonflowers.com is the personal blog where you're gonna find all this information. You can read it, check the pictures, and all that kind of stuff. The topic of 9 easy ways to reset after traveling. You know, we have to be honest with ourselves. Like when we do travel, let it be for a weekend getaway or a whole week or whatever, like coming back home, we still have to do a little bit of like settling down and like adjusting to the timing and everything. I took the whole month of September off to travel, and I was in the Dominican Republic for a couple of weeks. It was a pretty intense trip. Because I was traveling with taking my mother back home and also taking care of some business things that I was doing over there and some other projects that I was working on. Very exciting, and I was just go. From the very beginning to the very end of the day, I was like talking to people, texting, listening to voice messages, and I'm just like, oh my God, let's go. It was like a roller coaster, but I enjoyed it. Now I'm back here and I'm like, how did I do all that in 2 weeks? But that's what we do. We just jump into it, even if we don't, that is something I'm working on. Even if I don't know what I'm doing, just go with the flow. Go with the flow, because I don't know everything. You know, I may act like I know everything, but I don't. And then when I don't know what I'm doing and I have to rely on other people, then I have to like, okay, I trust you. I wanted to do that, like 9 easy ways to reset, because lately, I don't know if it's because the age or the environment or just the stress levels, every time that I travel, I kind of need more time to reset. I don't know if it's the jet lag, or I really don't know what it is. I'm blaming everything on the fact that I'm in my early 40s now and enjoying them very nicely. But the energy is just different. It's very different. So I'm kind of like getting to know myself on a whole nother level when it comes to the energy. And traveling is, I can see the impact when I travel. And then I get back home to like jump back in the routine. Like now I need more days to get back into the routine. The next one was the recipe of the month. And of course, you know, I go back home and I am like eating my way through life. I mean, how could I not? I am back home. I don't have to cook because, fun fact, I didn't know how to cook when I came to live to the United States. I mean, I knew like how to bake a cake. Chocolate cake is my favorite. And that is something that I used to do as a tradition with my high school girlfriends. Like every summer we got together in my house to bake a cake or some kind of good, sweet goods like that. and it was like following the recipe, but I didn't have to cook back home because I had, my grandma, RIP, my aunties, my mom, like all my ladies in my life, they cooked every day. So all I was doing was just like going to school, and then I started my business journey as a fashion designer and a seamstress back home. And I never had to cook or like clean a house. That was something that I took upon myself once I moved to the US, and get married and all that kind of stuff. So that's when I already knew how to do a lot of things. It's just that I didn't have to do them back home. So when I moved to the US, then that's when I started like cooking, all that kind of stuff. And I enjoy it tremendously. I enjoy taking care of a house. I enjoy cleaning. I enjoy organizing. I enjoy cooking, all of that stuff. So on that recipe of the month, I decided to do my usual Dominican, we call it the Dominican flag. So it's like white rice, beans, usually red beans, but I love black beans. So I made black beans and chicken. And some fried plantains. So go ahead and check that out, because I did put the recipe step by step in there, and hopefully it can be clear enough for you to follow the steps and get that done, because this is what yummy. And then the other one was cleaning and organizing. Of course, I always have to do my cleaning and organizing, and I think in that actually in that video, I think in the video when I was cleaning, I put that for the most part my house is very organized. Like, it's not that I have to do a lot of organizing unless it's one day that I want to rearrange stuff to make it work to whatever layout I need. But that rarely happens. It's not something that I do all the time. What I do all the time, because everything is in place, my kitchen cabinets are organized, my closet stuff is organized, my business stuff, for the most part, I still have to do some organizing in my business, like the little warehouse or garage. And then under the table, I still have to organize some material, because I don't know if I'm trying to, everything that I try to make is very sustainable with like 100% natural fibers, like cotton and linen and silk and stuff like that. I still have some polyester stuff that I use for remnants and, for people that are not necessarily 100% on board when it comes to all natural fibers. So I do keep some of those leftovers for alterations and things like that. So I still have to do some organizing when it comes to that type of material, and some notions and buttons and things like that, because I am uploading a bunch of stuff to my website, and like new products that they should be already all on the website by the end of next month. So there's a lot going on still in the business side, because I'm adding new products and new services to the website. But when it comes to my personal life, like the patio is organized, the front yard is clean, like everything that is in these drawers right here, like I know what is in every drawer in my house. And if that sounds psychotic, well, guess what? Get into it, because the level of satisfaction that I have knowing my pantry, I know what is in my pantry, I know what is in here, I know what is in my closet. Like, if I'm not here and I have someone like house sitting, where is this? Oh, go there, shelf, top shelf, middle shelf, go to the second drawer to the left. Like, I know what I have in my life. If you need any tips or anything like that, book me up, because I really enjoy doing that kind of stuff. So if you're having any kind of like struggling organizing your place, then hit me up, because to me, I really enjoy them. I really do. I actually do have a service on my website, shopalphonsina.com. It's called Closet Detox. So that is one of the services that I do for my clients, and that is obviously has a price, so it's per hour. So if you are having a hard time or struggling with like detoxing your closet, meaning organizing, getting rid of stuff that doesn't fit you, and all, things that are not even worth altering, I can totally help you with that kind of stuff. So book an appointment and we can figure that out. Other highlights that happen in the month of November, I have been very, very intentional about balancing my work, my friendships, and my health. Overall, I am just, taking the time to figure that out. Having a place that is organized helps me tremendously to feel a little more balanced and just dedicate the energy and the time to those different slots in my life. I have been taking care of some doctor's appointments that I really needed to handle a long time ago, that I have been putting off for the longest time, just because I'm like, oh, I'm busy. And I'm like, no, we got to get this done. So I was able to handle a couple of doctor's appointments. So far, so good. Certain things that I do have that were brought to my attention that I do have to handle. Like, there's no way that I can just keep ignoring it. Like, it's not there. So we're going to keep moving forward. But I am just glad that I was able to get those doctor's appointments done now, that getting the ball rolling, that's what I'm saying, that I'm not just like overthinking. No, I picked up the phone, I called the people, I booked the appointment, we got it done, and now the ball is rolling and the other appointments are already set up and I just need to show up. Yes. Like I mentioned, the slot of friendship. So I have been spending time with my close friends, and quality time, one-on-one or smaller groups, and then eventually we'll get to bigger groups. I don't know. I don't think I have social anxiety, but I really just enjoy smaller private groups because I feel like it's more meaningful to me. So I have been doing that and having a lot of joy from that. So November was full of good friendship, good times, good wine, good food. If you have been here for a long time, I love entertaining my people in my place. I love dinner parties. I love, watching a movie. I love a glass of wine and yapping. That is my thing in the comfort of my place. I also love a restaurant moment. I went to Tommy Bahama for the first time. Right here in Scottsdale, Kierland area. So it was delicious. The ribs are next level. And the price is just perfect. The ambience, it was amazing. So I had a good time in there with a friend of mine and we both enjoyed it very nicely. I went to Casa Grande for an spiritual assembly day with Jehovah's Witnesses, jw.org, so go ahead and check it out. And it was just amazing. I actually enjoyed that day so nicely. I needed that. That was like one of the best assemblies ever, because a lot of the topics and a lot of the talks is exactly what I needed to hear to feel refreshed. So that was like great. It was so great. I even like recorded a couple of the talks for myself because they were so needed. I needed that so much that even on the way back, I was listening to those talks that I recorded and I just couldn't believe how perfect the timing was. It was almost like a saving time moment for me, because I have been like in a slum on trying to figure some stuff out. And it was just the most refreshing assembly. That was like a gift, a real gift to me personally. On a spiritual level, I was already like in a good mood, but the fact that I went there despite the rain and despite how tired I was, but I was prepping the day before to make sure that my day at the assembly, that I didn't have to worry about anything else. So I took care of a lot of things the 2 days before, Friday and Saturday. And then I went on Sunday and I was just disconnected from everything else, and I enjoyed that day so much. When it comes to work, everything has been pretty smooth. Ups and downs. My days with clients and work and admin and recording and content and all that, it's always kind of like up and down, but I do have a system. I have a system for everything. It's just that I'm the one managing everything. as I navigate my business. And so yeah, it's like busy as usual, but it is flowing so nicely. The business keep growing, thank God. And I'm always grateful for that, because it's like you can never be grateful enough when it comes to everything in life. So my business is pretty like stable, but it's just the fact that it just keeps growing. I keep having new clients every single week here in Scottsdale, Desert Ridge, Moon Valley area. Are giving me a lot of support, and I really, really enjoy that. And that is on top of the actual clientele that I have from the neighborhood, like Shea Boulevard and all that kind of stuff, because that's where my studio used to be. So that's on top of all like my OG clients and all that kind of stuff. So getting to know new faces every single week makes me super, super happy. And yeah, so Arizona is finally cooling down, and we also had several days of heavy rain. And when I tell you that the rain and me, we are like this, especially in Arizona, because it doesn't rain often here. So it's a very priceless time when we get it. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. It's kind of like a feeling of slowing down that we all need. Everybody's stressed out. I don't care who tells you like, no, I'm cool, I'm chill. Everybody has a level of stress in their life with everything that is going on in life, because the fact that you're doing okay in your city, in your country, in your whatever, in your house, it doesn't mean that life is not falling apart. So there's a lot going on earth, and that can be anxiety triggering for a lot of us. So I feel like rain sometimes can be very calming for a lot of us. So that is all I have to say, and I hope that your November treated you really nicely, and that you were able to accomplish a lot of things. There is still a few days left, but I am going to be leaving town soon, in a couple of days. So I want to release this video before I go, and I really hope that you enjoy it. So just remember to stay positive, and that life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.